Hello, welcome to the update. I'm Susie Thompson. The Prime Minister says he wasn't going to risk a security pact with the US and UK by telling Labor about it early. The US is expressing concern a bipartisan approach wasn't taken to the deal, which will see Australia use nuclear submarines. Scott Morrison says he didn't break any agreements by keeping Labor in the dark until just before the announcement.
This was not something that I was going to be loose with, and I wasn't loose with it. When the opposition needed to be informed, then they were, just as other members of the government were informed at that time.
Labor says the coalition's super homebuyer scheme is nothing more than a last-ditch effort to win votes. The federal opposition claims the plan to use up to $50,000 of super savings to help purchase a property will push up already inflated prices. Shadow Treasurer Jim Chalmers says it's just bad policy.
It will have two major impacts. It will bulldoze your super and it will push up house prices, and because of that, it will make life harder, not easier, for ordinary Australians.
A juror in the trial for Guy Sebastian's former manager, Titus Day, has gone into anaphylactic shock. The court case had only just resumed following the death of the presiding judge. Finland will apply to join NATO despite warnings of retaliation from Moscow. The nation, which shares a border with Russia, has confirmed it will seek to join the alliance. Finnish President Sauli Niinistö says the move ends decades of non-military alignment.
When we talk about security, even if it's not that visible in daily life, it has a huge impact in our minds.
Sweden is also planning to apply to join NATO. Queensland authorities suspect 2 people could be missing in the wake of the recent flooding, and criminal gangs in New South Wales are being put on notice with a new police super task force rolled out to crack down on organised crime. It follows a spate of recent shootings. In sport, the Bulldogs have confirmed coach Trent Barrett has stood down from his role effective immediately. The Dogs have won just 5 games out of 34 with Barrett at the helm. Aussie golfer Minjee Lee has claimed the Founders Cup in New Jersey by 2 strokes, finishing at 19 under. And Matilda's soccer skipper Sam Kerr has scored twice for Chelsea to lead the side to a 3-2 win over Manchester City in the Women's FA Cup final. In entertainment news, the Billboard Music Awards have been handed out in Vegas, with Olivia Rodrigo the biggest winner, claiming 7 gongs. Drake wasn't far behind, winning 5, including Artist of the Year. And a star-studded crowd, including big names like Dame Helen Mirren and Tom Cruise, have greeted the Queen with a standing ovation as she arrived at an equestrian event near Windsor Castle overnight. The extravaganza marks the beginning of celebrations to mark the Queen's 70-year reign. And that is the latest from the Nova Podcast News team. We'll see you tomorrow morning for another episode of The Update. I'm Susie Thompson.